Right, welcome back. 10 and 12 markers. Here we go. Now, the 10 and 12 markers are very similar. I'll take you through this, and again, I'm going to show you a couple of A-grade answers. Maybe not perfect marks, but A-grade answers, and you can see what we're looking at. The 10 and 12 markers carry the same approach, the three-paragraph approach. Paragraph 1, argue one way. Paragraph 2, counterbalance. Paragraph 3, recommendation and conclusion. Now let's go through the details of this. Keep remembering the ideas of the 4 chains of analysis within the paragraph. So, paragraph 1, fully developed with evidence. Use evidence from the case study to highlight what a key benefit could be or a key explanation could be. Think about maybe linked theory as well. In your chains of reasoning, explain the positive impacts it could have on the business and its activities. Remember, you should use business theory, okay? So I've just repeated myself. Paragraph 2 is obviously the counterbalance, arguing the other way. Fully developed 4 chains with evidence. Use the case study, highlight potential issues. Think about negative impacts this time and link to business theory. Paragraph 3 is your overall conclusion. Try not to repeat paragraphs 1 and 2, but this is where you're going to directly answer the question, summing up everything. You could even think about rephrasing the question. So the example we've given here, on balance, I do not think moving to a hard HR culture is appropriate in this case because, and then go through maybe some new stuff from your points. The business is in the technological market, it needs to be soft, people need to be creative, etc., etc. You could always add something new along the lines of what the company would need to do next or how you would deal with the issue. 2 marks for knowledge, 2 marks for application, 3 marks for analysis, 3 marks for evaluation, okay? You don't need specific definitions in this case. What we're really looking for is that you're going to show your knowledge throughout the 3 paragraphs. Application for 2, use of the case study. Analysis 3 is going to be really your paragraph 1, arguing one way, and then your evaluation is your counter, and obviously your analysis and evaluation will feed through into the conclusion as well. Let me, before I show you answers, take you through the 12 marker. And again, here, I'm not particularly going to look at this. Your teacher will take you through mark leveling. For the 12 marker, just to say, these follow a very similar layout to the 10 markers. However, there's 1 extra mark available for analysis and 1 for evaluation. So for the 10 marker, it was K2, AP2, and 3, F3. Now it's 2, 2, 4, 4. And that is pretty much it in terms of the structure. It is that 3-paragraph structure. Let's go and look at some examples, people. And we've got the same student here twice now. Let's have a look. A-grade answers, all right, not perfect. And again, we'll maybe think about why. But 9 out of 10. And on the 12 marker, 9 out of 12. She just got the A. So let's have a look at the 10 marker first of all. This comes from the 2018 paper. Assess the likely reasons for hot chip using mainly quantitative market research data. They're looking at numbers. Don't forget, are we going to see the 3-paragraph structure? 1. Whoa, no. 1, 2. The 1 seems to set the scene. We've then got this research is invaluable, so there's a bit of analysis. She's then gone down the route of however, so there's your evaluation. She then looks like she's evaluating the evaluation, and then she's concluding. Okay, so she's gone for kind of a 5-paragraph structure. Could we almost remove some of the lines and put it into that 3-para? Let's have a look. So we said we don't particularly need definitions. She's gone with a definition straight away. A collection of data and facts, like statistics. Market research, a definition again. So she's put 2 definitions here to the process of collecting and analysing data in order to make decisions. And she's then given a little bit of fact from the case study. Quant data said just 50% of sales were chips. Now, the data reveals the most popular choices of toppings in chips. Given the time constraints, that first paragraph could be a little bit of a waste of time. I mean, it's not obviously held her back. Examiners don't negative mark for pointless things, but yeah, I wouldn't really be looking for that. Okay, we're going to think about why market research on the quantitative aspects are so invaluable. All right, so let's imagine that first paragraph's not there. This research is invaluable as it is far less as they take a risk which may prove unsuccessful. Okay, fine. Don't really get that. Hotchip can acquire factual information which they can use to make marketing decisions. This will help provide ideas on what ideas are worth pursuing. Thus, resources can be allocated accordingly. That is beautiful. She's bringing in business theory there, resource allocation. This data is readily available, easy to obtain, comes from the case study, so it's vital to have factual information to make logical decisions. What a nice build on that paragraph. A little bit lame at the start, I couldn't really work out what she was saying, but the minute she's linking it to resource allocation, yeah, brilliant. However, there are downsides. Qualitative research is just as valuable. Okay, so she's almost rephrasing the question, isn't she? She's saying, right, the question's ignoring qualitative data. Let's bring it in. Qualitative research is just as invaluable as statistics and facts. Can be misleading. We know that. The key issue is the lack of customer voice. So many vital points could be missed. She's kind of saying, all right, well, someone might say, I like chips. You don't know why they like chips. Hot chips can obtain an insight into the customer needs and tastes. Maybe I like the company, but I want more salt on my chips, something like that. This will allow any future decisions to be less risky, coming back to the first paragraph, which I didn't think was particularly needed, but there we go, about risk, and more profitable, bringing in the key theory there of profit. Now, she's then going to evaluate, from what I can see, and again, the writing's getting a little bit hard. On the other hand, quantitative data is unreliable. No, she's crossed out on. So it's reliable and maybe more respected by key figures in the business, such as business partners. People in business want cold, hard facts. They don't care about the amount of salt on the chips. They want the money for the chips with or without salt. So again, she's using her logic there. This can reduce conflict, so decision making takes less time. She's going away on some nice tangents here. She's talking about decision making aspects. Quant data provides an insight into trends, demand, and many aspects, so it may be wiser to follow through with this. Would I use the word wiser? Maybe not. Hotchip was started by two entrepreneurs who took risks and have a lot invested. It will be wiser to follow through. I think it gets a little bit wishy-washy around here. I'm getting this as an A-grade answer purely based on what she said, but around here she's repeating the use of the word wise. I'm unsure of. In conclusion, quant data is less risky and quicker to obtain. Okay, I don't like the idea of quick and easy, but fine, it's true. The information is readily available and allows Hotchip to make a logical, well-informed decision. Thus, this will allow customer needs to be met and avoid the risk of uncertainty and failure. It's always present when starting a business. Now, business partners have little experience and want to become a national brand, so she's using a case study again. So quant data is the better option. I get it. I can see why this is 9. If we go to, and I said I wouldn't do this, but if we go to the marking levels, just here, yeah. Okay, let's just have a very quick look. So she got herself 9 out of 10. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. It was accurate and thorough. It was relevant and effective use of the business behavior and context, logical chains of reasoning, well balanced. She's put in that kind of the for and against structures, the awareness of competing arguments. She's brought in the idea of risk factors and a supported judgment. If I just take you back to the paper, the risk factors of starting a business. Partner's got little experience, so we're talking about the situation there. Yeah, that's really good stuff. So yeah, 9, not perfect, but very good. Let's have a look at the same students, 12 marker now, and yes, this is another 9, so it's the A grade response, but 3 marks shy of 12. Using the data in extract C, assess the likely impact of the forecast changes in the UK economy on a business like Mumtaz. So this is about kind of Asian food, if you will, Indian food, and we're looking at economics. Okay, so we're looking for a 3-paragraph structure again. Have we got that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I think we're going to ignore the first paragraph because I think she's gone into definitions. Yeah, she's defined forecasts. We don't need that. She's used a bit of data, which is fine. But yeah, this means the growth of the economy. No, that first paragraph not particularly needed. She's speaking about the rise of inflation to 2.7%, unemployment levels rising to 6.5% can have a detrimental effect. Full stop. Customers may have less disposable income. So, inflation goes up. There's your original point. Customers have got less disposable income. That's your first chain. Less likely to spend. There's your second chain. This can result in a decrease of demand as the savings will increase. There's your third chain. Furthermore, Mumtaz sells to UK supermarkets, consumers, and production may occur in Asia in the future. Fourth chain. This all means it's forecasted the pound will depreciate to 0.99 to the dollar. She's obviously run out of time on that point, I think, or she's lost track of that point because she's putting this and then crossed it out. So she's hedging her bets a little bit on the next 2 points being brilliant because that paragraph almost didn't complete. Maybe that's why the 9 out of 12 is there. This means the cost of imports increases, which will increase the overall cost of production from Mumtaz. Feels like a bit of a follow-on. But yeah, she's now talking about cost of production. This could hinder the level of supply despite rising inflation. It could impede their expansion plans, and they may have to decide to produce their goods elsewhere. So there's a bit of repetition going on. The other uncertainty of Brexit, yeah, she's back to Brexit, brings risk and more challenges. However, the use of forecast could have a positive outcome. If production was occurring in the UK, the unemployment level would decrease. Fine. UK residents could have jobs and make more disposable income, so demand wouldn't be affected. Extract D shows that the ready meals market grew by 2%, so the demand is increasing. Ready meals bring convenience and meet a range of consumer tastes, so there's direct data reference there. Therefore, she's going to conclude here, it can be said that although these forecasts bring uncertainty, sales volume can still remain high. As long as Mumtaz is aware of the trends and meets consumer needs, sales can be maintained. Customers prefer discounts and promotional offers, so the schemes may have to be heavily implemented by businesses to maintain sales volume on their products. That's an interesting way to finish, because if we go back to the question, using the data industry, assess the likely impact of the forecast changes in the UK economy on a business like Mumtaz. I get what she's doing. Yeah, the data does talk about sales promotions, and I suppose if she's linking that to the idea of employment and inflation, then that works. Not perfect, but that's good enough for an A grade. So 9 out of 12, 9 out of 10. The student we're looking at has done very well.